In studio with Councillor Glen Fagnan. Busy time of the year, even though the holidays are coming around. They keep you councillors busy at City Council. Earlier this month, you were saying you were at the 100 Men event.
Yes, I was, and it's a great event. We had about 40 participants that were there, and a few that are missing. So we had the Vic Juba that was vying for those dollars, as well as the Legacy Center. And so it was a very close vote. It was 23 to 17 for the Legacy Center, and so they were the successful nonprofit that was going to receive those funds.
Absolutely. You've been involved, obviously, with a lot of nonprofits. Any particular highlights from 2019 that stand out to you, whether it was an event you stopped with or a fundraising endeavor that you were involved in?
Oh, well, there's so many. It's always interesting to see the galas and the success of all the galas. It's just simply amazing, you know, the dollars that are drawn out on that. You know, even though there is some difficult economic times out there, there's still, you know, the business community tries to do what they can, as well as individuals. So many good causes, and unfortunately, a lot of their demands never change. It's just it's a little tighter on the whole money side of things. Everybody's kind of chasing the same dollars, so it's difficult from that aspect there, Josh.
That's certainly encouraging, though. As you said, you know, you have galas like the Rescue Squad Gala, the RCMP Annual Ball. Things like that you'd think might be a little bit tighter with money because of the economy, but people are still invested in the community enough that they've been putting forth their resources to keep the community strong, essentially. Yeah,
you bet. So there's still some people that have you know, that have the withstanding of the financial slowdown and are doing well, and so thank goodness for those folks that keeps us going on the nonprofit side of things.
Yeah. Talking about City Council specifically, there's been a number of policies you guys have enacted this year and a number of projects you've approved that will have, you know, major implications on the city moving forward. What do you think will be the most significant thing that you guys were in charge of essentially passing or approving this year?
Well, there's been many. There's no question about it. One of the things that I think is very important is on the financial side of things, and so we've passed some policies in regards to how we invest on savings, and I think most importantly on reserves. I think that's a very important thing, that we're starting to save dollars for the future, and that's something that's going to affect the municipality as we move forward, so that we do have those dollars when a project comes up. We're able to do that quite readily without borrowing money.
And that's changed quite a bit from even 3 years ago, where when you took office with your fellow council members, the reserve was not empty, but it certainly wasn't plentiful at that point.
Yeah, no, that's true, and you know, we've got an excellent finance staff, our CFO, and that whole department has worked tirelessly to get everything on board and to get things up and running properly, and that's due partially to new software, and that gives us the opportunity to track assets. And I think we'll be seeing within the next year a completion of that whole process, and the reporting will be excellent. And like I say, they've put in many hours to give us the information that we need budget-wise and just for daily operations.
What talking point from council that certainly you've experienced probably in the last couple of months do you think will be most on the ticket, I guess, in the next couple of months of 2020?
Well, you know, I think probably annexation would be the point. You know, we've been working on that for over a year with the County of Vermilion River, and there's been some great strides taken towards it. There's a good understanding that it's got to be a win-win situation for both. And you know, ideally, what we'd like to see is in the next couple of months, we would have a uncontested annexation application that would be put into the Alberta government and move ahead, and so that process would take another 6 to 8 months before it's approved. But when you take a look at the future, you know, certainly annexation speaks in volumes, because the decisions that are made in the next couple of months on the direction and where land would be annexed is going to have lasting effects for generations.
For sure. And with the Christmas holiday season around the corner, obviously, what are you going to be watching at home with your family this Christmas season?
Well, I'm actually going to be away at Christmas, so hopefully I'm going to be watching waves.
Okay.
That would be my idea, and sunsets and sunrises.
Okay. Is that the first time you've done that?
No, I've been lucky and been able to do that a couple of times.
Okay. Well, now I'm jealous of you, but I still appreciate you coming into studio. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Josh.
Enjoy the rest of this holiday season.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Cheers.